In the investing world, there is a constant debate between two camps, those who believe in Bitcoin and those who believe in gold. Both have their advantages and disadvantages, but which is the more effective store of value? Bitcoin and gold are both often touted as effective stores of value. But which one is better? Please like, subscribe and turn on the notification button to keep supporting our channel. There are several key ways to compare the two. 1. Longevity. Gold has been used as a store of value for thousands of years, while Bitcoin has only been around for a decade. This gives gold a clear advantage in terms of longevity. Its value is derived from its scarcity and its willingness to be accepted by others in exchange for goods and services. Gold is also durable, easy to transport, and does not corrode. These properties make it an ideal store of value. Bitcoin is a digital asset and a payment system invented by Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin is decentralized, meaning it is not subject to government or financial institution control. The value of a Bitcoin is derived from its usefulness as a payment system and its limited supply. Bitcoin is also easy to transport and can be divided into small fractions, making it an ideal store of value. While gold has a clear advantage in terms of longevity, Bitcoin has several advantages that make it a better store of value. First, Bitcoin is more scarce than gold. There are only 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be mined, compared to the billions of ounces of gold that are mined each year. Second, Bitcoin is more divisible than gold. Each Bitcoin can be divided into 100 million Satoshis, while gold can only be divided into ounces. This makes Bitcoin more useful as a payment system. Third, Bitcoin is more portable than gold. Gold is heavy and must be transported physically, while Bitcoin can be sent electronically. Finally, Bitcoin is more secure than gold. Gold can be forged, while Bitcoin is impossible to counterfeit. In conclusion, both gold and Bitcoin have their advantages as a store of value. Gold is more durable and has been used as a store of value for longer, but Bitcoin is more scarce and more divisible, making it a better store of value. 2. Portability. Bitcoin is much more portable than gold. It can be easily stored on a digital device and transferred anywhere in the world without fear of loss or theft. Gold, on the other hand, is a physical commodity that must be stored in a safe place and is difficult to transport. As the world becomes more and more digitized, the way we store and transfer value must adapt as well. Physical commodities like gold have served as a store of value for centuries. But their lack of portability and ease of storage means that they may soon be replaced by digital alternatives like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a digital currency that offers a number of advantages over traditional fiat currencies or commodities like gold. For one, Bitcoin is much more portable than gold. It can be easily stored on a digital device and transferred anywhere in the world without fear of loss or theft. Gold, on the other hand, is a physical commodity that must be stored in a safe place and is difficult to transport. Another advantage of Bitcoin is that it is a more efficient store of value. Unlike gold, which must be mined from the ground, Bitcoin can be created through a process of digital mining. This means that more Bitcoin can be created as needed, without the disruption or cost associated with mining physical commodities. Lastly, Bitcoin is a more transparent store of value than gold. The public ledger that records all Bitcoin transactions, the blockchain, is available for anyone to view. This level of transparency ensures that there is no single point of control or authority over the Bitcoin network. So, if you're looking for a more portable, efficient, and transparent store of value, Bitcoin may be the right choice for you. 3. Divisibility. Bitcoin can be divided into small fractions of a coin, making it more divisible than gold. This makes it easier to use Bitcoin as a unit of account, which is one of the key functions of money. Today, there are many different ways to accept Bitcoin payments. For businesses, this can be done by setting up a cryptocurrency wallet and then displaying a QR code at the checkout. Online retailers can also accept Bitcoin payments through services like BitPay. One of the advantages of Bitcoin is that it is not subject to inflation. This is because the total supply of Bitcoin is limited to 21 million coins. This means that there will never be more than 21 million Bitcoin in existence, and the value of each coin is not subject to manipulation by central banks. Another advantage of Bitcoin is that it is taught online and therefore available to anyone with an internet connection. This is in contrast to traditional fiat currencies, which are regulated by central banks. Bitcoin is also not subject to the same fraudulent activities as traditional currencies, such as chargebacks. One of the disadvantages of Bitcoin is that it is a relatively new technology and therefore there is a degree of uncertainty about its future. This is particularly true when it comes to government regulation. Another downside of Bitcoin is that it is not widely accepted as a form of payment, although this is gradually changing. Despite these disadvantages, Bitcoin remains a popular choice for those looking for an alternative to traditional fiat currencies. It is also worth noting that Bitcoin is not the only cryptocurrency available, with others such as Ethereum and Litecoin also being popular choices. 4. Scarcity. Unlike fiat currencies, which can be created at will by central banks, there is a limited supply of both gold and Bitcoin. This makes them both scarce assets, which is one of the key drivers of their value. When it comes to money, there are two things that are important: gold and Bitcoin. Both of these assets are valuable because they are limited in supply. This makes them both rare and valuable, which is why they are so popular. People have been using gold as a form of currency for centuries, and it is still one of the most popular choices today. Gold is abundant enough that it can be used for everyday transactions, but it is also rare enough that it holds its value over time. Bitcoin is a relatively new form of currency, but it has already become popular because it is both scarce and useful. Bitcoin is limited in supply because there is only a certain amount that can ever be mined. This makes it similar to gold, but it also has the added benefit of being useful for things like online transactions. Both gold and Bitcoin are valuable because they are rare and useful. This makes them both good choices for investment. 5. Decentralization. Bitcoin is decentralized, meaning it is not controlled by any one entity. Gold, on the other hand, is mostly controlled by central banks and other financial institutions. This gives Bitcoin a clear advantage in terms of decentralization. Bitcoin is decentralized, meaning it is not controlled by any one entity. Gold, on the other hand, is mostly controlled by central banks and other financial institutions. This gives Bitcoin a clear advantage in terms of decentralization. When it comes to investments and currencies, many people prefer things that are centralized and controlled. They like to know that there is a single entity in charge, keeping an eye on things and making sure that everything is running smoothly. But there are also those who prefer decentralization, who see it as a more democratic and fair way of doing things. And when it comes to Bitcoin and gold, there is a clear difference in terms of decentralization. Bitcoin is decentralized, meaning it is not controlled by any one entity. Gold, on the other hand, is mostly controlled by central banks and other financial institutions. This gives Bitcoin a clear advantage in terms of decentralization. It means that there is no single point of failure, and no one institution can control the currency. This makes it much more resilient to manipulation and enables it to be used by anyone, anywhere in the world. Gold, on the other hand, is still largely controlled by central banks. This means that it is more vulnerable to manipulation and that its use is more limited. While gold may be a valuable commodity, it is not as accessible or as usable as Bitcoin. So, if you're looking for a more democratic and fair way of doing things, Bitcoin is the clear choice. It is more resilient to manipulation and can be used by anyone, anywhere in the world. 6. Use cases. Bitcoin and gold both have a range of use cases. Gold is primarily used as a store of value, while Bitcoin can be used as a store of value, unit of account, and medium of exchange. Bitcoin and gold are both unique assets with a variety of benefits. Gold has been used as a store of value for centuries, and its value is based on its scarcity and its ability to withstand time. Bitcoin is a newer asset, but it has already shown its value as a store of value, unit of account, and medium of exchange. However, there are also some key differences between the two assets. Gold is a physical asset, while Bitcoin is a digital asset. Gold is also scarce, but there is a limited supply of gold, while there is a finite supply of Bitcoin. Despite their differences, both gold and Bitcoin can be used as a store of value. Gold has been used as a store of value for centuries, and its value is based on its scarcity and its ability to withstand time. Bitcoin is a newer asset, but it has already shown its value as a store of value, unit of account, and medium of exchange. 7. Volatility. Gold is a relatively stable asset, while Bitcoin is much more volatile. This makes gold a better store of value, but it also means that Bitcoin has more potential for price appreciation. Gold and Bitcoin are both prized as safe havens during economic turmoil. But which is the better store of value? On the one hand, gold is a tried and true store of value, dating back thousands of years. It's rare, durable, and easy to trade. Gold is also a relatively stable asset, retaining its value better than most other investments in times of crisis. On the other hand, Bitcoin is a much newer asset, but it has already established itself as a major player in the world of finance. Bitcoin is much more volatile than gold, but this also means that it has more potential for price appreciation. So, which is the better store of value? It depends on your investment goals. If you're looking for stability, gold is a good choice. But if you're looking for potential growth, Bitcoin may be the better option. 8. Price. Bitcoin is currently much cheaper than gold, making it more affordable for many investors. However, it is important to remember that price is not the same as value. When it comes to investing, there are a lot of different options out there. Some people invest in stocks, others in bonds, and still others in more unique options like cryptocurrency. And while there are a lot of different ways to invest, there are two investment options that often get compared to each other: gold and Bitcoin. On the surface, gold and Bitcoin may not seem all that similar. After all, gold is a physical object that has been used as a form of currency for centuries, while Bitcoin is a digital currency that only came into existence in 2009. But despite their differences, there are actually a lot of similarities between gold and Bitcoin, especially when it comes to investing. For starters, both gold and Bitcoin are often seen as safe investments. This is because both have a limited supply, which means that there is a finite amount of them in existence. This limited supply often leads to increased demand, which in turn drives up the price. Another similarity between gold and Bitcoin is that they are both decentralized. This means that there is no central authority that controls them. Instead, they are both controlled by a network of computers that anyone can join. Finally, gold and Bitcoin are both very volatile. This means that their prices can go up and down very quickly, and sometimes dramatically. This volatility can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. For example, if you invest in gold when the price is low, you could see a big return on your investment if the price goes up. But if you invest in Bitcoin when the price is high, you could end up losing money if the price goes back down. So, which is better to invest in, gold or Bitcoin? Well, that depends on a variety of factors. If you're looking for a safe investment that has the potential to go up in value over time, then gold might be a good option for you. But if you're looking for an investment that is more volatile and has the potential to make you a lot of money quickly, then Bitcoin might be a better choice. 9. Network effects. Bitcoin and gold both have strong network effects. This means that they become more valuable as more people use them. The network effect is a key reason why Bitcoin and gold are both so valuable. When more people use them, the network becomes more valuable. This is because there are more people to transact with, and more people to confirm transactions. This makes the network more secure, and more trustworthy. Gold has been used as a form of currency for thousands of years. It is scarce, durable, and easy to transport. These properties make it a perfect store of value. Gold is also accepted as a form of payment all over the world. Bitcoin was created in 2009, in the aftermath of the financial crisis. It is a digital currency that is not regulated by any government. Bitcoin is decentralized, which means that it is not subject to the volatility of the stock market. Bitcoin and gold are both valuable because they are scarce. There are only 21 million Bitcoin that will ever be mined. Gold is also a limited resource. However, gold is more abundant than Bitcoin. There are approximately 190,000 tons of gold that have been mined. Bitcoin is also more portable than gold. It can be stored on a digital device and transferred anywhere in the world. Gold is bulky and difficult to transport. Bitcoin and gold are both valuable because they have a strong network effect. When more people use them, the network becomes more valuable. Gold is a global currency and is accepted as payment all over the world. Bitcoin is a digital currency that is not subject to the volatility of the stock market. 10. Final thoughts. Bitcoin and gold are both effective stores of value. They both have their own strengths and weaknesses. It is up to each individual to decide which one is better for them. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification button so that you won't miss any updates.